Hello, ladies and gents. Tom here once again from the West Ham Faithful. Back again with another Faithful Every Other Daily show. Before I get the show started, I'd like to dedicate this video to my dad, who it's his birthday today. He's no longer with us. He's left us about 5 years ago now, but I was very close with him. He was like my best mate. Massive West Ham fan. Yeah, happy birthday, Dad. Anyway, moving on. If you like what you see from me, and you like, even if you disagree with what I say, or you have any conflicting points, hit me up in the comments below and we'll have a chat. I don't mind. I'm open to all opinions anyway, but this is my opinion. If you like what you see, hit the like button, please. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a video, so you don't miss any of the good stuff. Anyway, we've got a few things to discuss today. First thing being the West Ham, or the Wolves West Ham game at the weekend. Then we've got West Ham's PR disasters, because I noticed more than one thing yesterday that weren't quite tasteful. And then moving on to a bit of Declan Rice, having a bit of a chat about him. But anyway, let's get started to that shit show that we saw on Saturday. Now, typically, Moyes set up in a defensive fashion against a team that has barely scored goals this season. Makes a lot of sense. I don't understand the setup. You've kept your two attacking threats on the bench in Skamaka and Benrahma. I wouldn't knock Fornals. He gives 100% effort, but he's literally chose players in positions for the defensive attributes. That's no good if you need to score goals, and you can't win games unless you score goals. So, I don't understand what the tactics are. Send 10 men behind the ball and then lump it up there and hope that Antonio can do something with it. Out of form Antonio. Out of form Antonio. Out of form Antonio is the same Antonio that used to kick the ball into row Z. That's out of form Antonio. And he's out of form at the moment. He's terrible. He's just a muscle lump, isn't he? Like, all he's good for is holding people off the ball. Like, and even then, most of the time he feels a nudge, he goes down. And because he's so big, the referee looks at him, he's like, how are you going down for that? Get up. And that's why he thinks he's going to win a foul, but at the end of the day, the human brain's looking at him. You're a massive lump. He's only like barged into your back, and you've like, he didn't push you, he didn't have his hands on you, he's barged into you, and then you've fallen over. How are you falling over like that? Anyway, it's literally suicide to have your two main attacking threats not even start, or not even come on till late in the game. It's absolutely ridiculous. There was no threat going up front. The midfield lacked creativity, and the defence was shocking. But to be fair, Wolves weren't much better. With a manager that was more forward thinking and more attack minded, there was a good chance we could have won that game. On paper, we should have won that game. And like I said, it's just football suicide, not that. Why? Why wouldn't you play them? I struggle to understand tactically. The team lineup, everything about it was just wrong. We offered fuck all going forward. Struggled in defence. Wolves had the one main chance of the game and they took it. It was a boring fucking game. Frustrating to watch. What can you say? Like, it's just every decision the manager's made recently has been wrong. So, I mean, I've had enough of hearing one more game. He should have been gone before the World Cup. Why is he still here? Why is he still here? And why is he accepting to go on a fucking podcast? Why? Why? What's wrong with you? Oh, so fucking frustrating. But yeah, well done to Wolves. They're out of the relegation zone and now we're in it. And we've still got our manager. And the only person who looks likely to take over from our dinosaur tactician is the geezer who stole Woody out of Toy Story. You know, that fat geezer, the chicken man. Yeah, that's the geezer. That's the geezer. Fucking Rafa Benitez. Anyway, moving on to West Ham's PR disasters. And I say disasters because it wasn't just West Ham's poorly timed approval of that podcast. West Ham's Twitter decided to upload a short clip of Tilo Kehrer scoring a goal in training. Now, in the past few weeks, West Ham fans have not been impressed. I haven't. And everyone else has just been... He's utter dog shit at the minute. And I think it's just the toxicity inside the team at the moment. There's no togetherness. Like you saw a training video, it looked like there was literally more smiles at a funeral. Now, I know there's no reason for them to be happy, but the players ain't together. The manager, at the end of that Wolves game, Declan Rice walked off away from David Moyes when David Moyes went to walk over. The fans abused him. The fans abused David Moyes. The players got their round of applause because the fans noticed they gave the effort, but the manager tried to come over and, yeah, from what I heard, he didn't get a nice response. Anyway, so they released a short clip of Tilo Kehrer, and it's another thing that was poorly timed because the fans ain't really happy with Tilo Kehrer at the moment because he's just gone from bad to worse since he's joined us. The fans don't want to see Tilo Kehrer score a goal in training. Why is he taking shots in training for? He needs to learn how to fucking tackle. He needs to get in the gym and get on the weights. It bewilders me. I just can't think why they would do that. Anyway, that isn't as bad as the timing of David Moyes' podcast on Diary of a CEO. Now, one thing, yeah, manager isn't a CEO. You would have thought like the CEO of West Ham would have either been Karen Brady or David Sullivan. So I think the whole idea of him going on that podcast is backwards because he's just a manager. Are they going to get a McDonald's manager on there and talk to them as if they call the shots? No, David Moyes likes to act like he's got control when he hasn't. Clear to see, players like Vlasic wouldn't have come in if he had full control. Players like... I don't even think Paqueta was his signing. I wouldn't be surprised if he got badgered into getting Scamacca. Ben-Rama. Fuck me. Don't get me started on Ben-Rama. Give Ben-Rama a run of games, he's going to score goals, but no, you bench him. It's not his signing. No. And all this is just because David Sullivan, when he said to David Moyes, there's your contract, by the way, anything in the media, just say, let you do it all, yeah? You do it all. You're the fucking gremlin. Yeah. So David Moyes, I need you to tell the public that you make all the decisions. You do it all, David Moyes. You do it all, yeah? Tell you to get them off my fucking back. Fucking gremlin. I hate him. I'd hate him. I love to kick him in the fucking head. Just looks like a prick. But yeah, during this podcast that he done for Diary of a CEO, he he decided to let everyone know that he got offered the chance to sign Alvarez. You know, the same Alvarez who won the World Cup in the summer. Same Alvarez that was banging in goals left, right and centre in Argentina for River Plate. That Alvarez. Just during last January transfer window when we were sitting in, what, 4th or 5th? And we could have pushed for top 4. David Moyes was too busy trying to get hold of Jesse Lingard. That's what he was doing. That's all he done. The past 2 years, we had a good thing going. And literally, from my opinion, it's that obsession with Jesse Lingard. That obsession has killed his career at West Ham. Because he hasn't been able to come back from losing him. But to be fair, last season we didn't really need him at the first half of the season. It was January. If we had bought a striker in January, we would have had a chance of at least getting Europa League. We left it all to Antonio, 32-year-old Antonio at the time. But David Moyes didn't think he would get in the team over Antonio. Manchester City's Alvarez could not get into West Ham's team over Mikel Antonio. Ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. I've had enough. It's nonsense. Get this geezer out my club. I've had enough of him. Why would you he publicly come out and stated there was no one that we can get. But now you're saying you got offered the chance to have a World Cup winning striker. I don't. Yeah, it's highly frustrating. Going on to better news, Declan Rice is probably off to Arsenal. Yeah, I didn't say it was good news. I just said it was better. It's not even better. It's just as bad. It just goes from worse to worse to worse. Arsenal believe they're gonna be able to get Declan Rice for 80 million in the summer. I tell you this now, they'd get him for 80 million if we get relegated. If we stay up, nah. David Sullivan wants to earn as much money as he can out of Declan Rice, and he's gonna sell the club. That's my opinion. He's gonna do it. As soon as Declan Rice is gone, he's going to pocket himself 60 million and sell the club. That's it. That's what's going to happen. It's sad to say. And to be honest, well done to Arsenal if they win the league. Good on them. But I just hate the whole move to a London rival thing. It's really frustrating. Like, it's not just the whole Tottenham thing. It's like if a player was to leave us and go to Arsenal or Chelsea or whatever, the only reason why I wouldn't have condoned Declan Rice going to Chelsea is because he's a Chelsea fan. That's like if I was playing for Arsenal and I was openly a West Ham fan, I would expect the fans, if I've given them what I wanted and what they've wanted, and but they still didn't want me to leave or whatever. I don't want Declan Rice to leave, but he's a Chelsea fan. So if he wants to go to Chelsea, I'd let him go to Chelsea. Go play for your boyhood club. Other than that, I don't really want to entertain anyone other than Manchester City. Unless they're in a different country. So I don't know, everything's a bit doom and gloom at West Ham at the moment. It's frustrating. The promotion's a joke. The management's a joke. The board is a joke. Get Sullivan and Brady out of my fucking club. Sell them to anyone. I don't fucking care. It's getting to the point now where you're bottle jobs. And I know we've lost David Gold. And unfortunately, he's the only good one that was in that board. Yeah, he didn't he didn't do what we all thought was right. But in his head, he thought he wanted to move West Ham up to the next level. He thought we get the shiny new stadium, we'll get new players, we'll be pushing up there because we would have the extra money from the stadium. I mean, it took a few years, but I mean, we got European football. We started playing well, but because of the poor timing of his passing, it's brought David Moyes like 3 weeks. It's sad to say, business is business, and it doesn't matter what's happened. It doesn't matter who's upset. This you got to look at it this way. It's a business, and if your business starts to go down, your investment's gone. Anyway, that's enough from me. I hope it wasn't too depressing for you. If you like what you've seen from me so far, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit me up with a comment, and smash that bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a video. I have been Tom. This is the West Ham Faithful Every Other Daily Show. And until next time, come on, you fucking Irons.